All right, guys, real quick. So yesterday, we were doing a lot of bottom wrestling, right? And as we were going around the room, a couple guys were saying, well, Coach, what if he stops this or he sees that? The idea about being a bottom wrestler and a successful bottom wrestler is you have to have a go-to move. So let's be clear. Stand-up has got to be everyone's fastball. It's what you have to have. You have to have it in your bag of tricks, right? Everyone's got to have this as their standard. It has to be, right? So, and you should be going to that 90% of the time, right? And then the question is, well, how do I throw them off of it? Right? So I'm a stand-up go-to guy right off the bat. I go stand-ups all the time. I grew those stand-ups every time. But guys know that. So how do we start to get them off, stop them from thinking about that? So if I'm going stand-up, I know the guy's kind of gonna shift with me. He's gonna look to cover this out of my body so that as I'm standing, he's behind me and wrestling with me, right? So what I've started to do, and I really do like a lot of these half moves where it seems like I'm starting something and I stop, and it throws people off of what I'm doing. So all I'm gonna do on this is gonna be almost like an elevator. Well, you're gonna think of it as an elevator roll. Only thing is I'm looking for 1 point. So we'll take time real quick. Here, so off the whistle, I'm going to look to stretch forward, and it's about as simple as it's going to be. So I'm going to stretch forward here, and then I'm going to do a quick hit and turn and face. I want my 1. I know I can follow and take 2 and possibly 5, but sometimes, guys, in a match when you're down by 1 and you need 1, get 1. Or if it's tied, get 1. Can't tell you how many matches I've seen lost because they're going for 2 when they only need 1. So this is your little bit of your changeup. If you think about baseball, right? So fastballs all night, coming up, coming up, coming up. So he knows we're gonna have to get to our feet quickly. So off the whistle, I come here. Right, we're gonna wrestle. I'm turning the other way. I know I can follow, guys. Right? I know I can definitely follow and get 2, maybe 5. But I want you guys to focus on, let's get the 1 as well. I just want to make sure you have that in your back pocket. So if you're wondering, what is the real motion that's going on? So you can actually hold on a second. So I slide forward, I've got hand control. All I did was slide forward. So now, for him to cover me, I've widened my base. So now he's got to come back here to cover me. He's forced to come in this direction, the way I slid. I do a quick here, just one little kick, throws him all the way that way. So all I'm doing, if you guys are wondering about this move, slide, kick, turn and face.
Is there any basic skills in that, Coach?
That might be a hip heist.
Maybe.
Knee slide. Might not be anything difficult, right? Might not be anything difficult at all.
Show one more.
Sorry?
Show one more time.
I can't.
Show one more time.
Yeah.
You know, on top or it's
With or without?
What?
With her. So you'll slide forward here, right? So see, Coach has already made the adjustment. A quick hit. And now we're both ready to attack. Right? He knows he's got to get on me, and I'm ready to engage.
The only with this, do you have to knee slide as soon as you're knee sliding, you have to drop? Or is
Yeah,
it-
you have when you decide. So here's the thing. Fat man roll, elevator roll. We used to just take it from here, right?
Right.
And then you can load it from there. Problem is there, you are exposing your back and you're turning, right? And there's a time and a place for it. I love a 5-point move from an elevator roll. The intent here is to extend your wrestler. What I'm trying to do is throw him off of what I want, which is stand-ups. I want stand-ups. Every once in a while I groove one of these in there just to keep him honest. But the key is, as soon as I'm here, this commitment from this point forward, this hard kick, I still have the hand, right? And I turn and face. Right? It's a simple thing. You just have to commit to it. One time, Coach. Oh, Chris, what you have? And I'll
when you do the move, if you went under the arm on the other side, can you still follow or no?
this side.
No, so he's
No,
doing the
slide here.
Yep. And now if you stayed under the arms there.
Yeah, I'm ready to battle though. I'm ready to battle. I mean, if he hooks it probably makes it harder. But here's the key. This is why also, guys, why I'm not showing you the standard elevator roll. Because even if I'm wrong on this, if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, and I slide forward, all right, I can wrestle still. I can still wrestle, right? I come back to a base. I'm not exposed like if I went to my back.
So what's your counter?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you
you feel that?
Does that? You gotta keep wrestling. So on a double, if you don't get your double leg takedown, you gotta improvise. You gotta keep wrestling. Sometimes the move's not gonna work. So we have our B, C, D, and listen to the alphabet to go. You can't stop when they just stop your first move. You have a backup plan to keep going with it. You can't stop.
You just do it one more time. So now let's turn the picture. So guys, all I'm doing off the whistle is I'm sliding forward here, quick kick. Right? I mean, you can see how far he went away from me. This is just easy. Take the hand, turn and face. Now,
He wants to
I want one right now. Guys, I love 5 points from here out here. So if this was different time, different scenario, I've got no issue with this and finishing them, right? And down, match over, right? I'm okay with that. I love it. The reason I'm showing you this is because in yesterday's practice, I think it was early, somebody had asked me, hey coach, if they're stopping this, I do switches, I think it was early, doing switches. What do? I said, well then you've got to change it up. If they know you're going switch all the time. So for me, this was a good cover. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I want this every time. I want to be out in a second and a half. I want to be out under 2 seconds with my stand-up. Right? This is to throw them off. You know, coach said you got to remember moves. You got to start setting moves up and see this move, that move. When you get to levels that he wrestled when I was competing, my mindset was also, I'm in a 4-round tournament. I also was thinking the 3rd and 4th match out. In my match, I was thinking, all right, we're not going to show this here because I want that in my back pocket for the finals. I'm not going to go to the well early so they know I've got this in my back pocket. Thinking that while I was wrestling. What do I want to keep in my back pocket for the finals? Right? Now, until you get to that point, yeah, we got to do it period by period, 15 seconds by 15 seconds at a match. But at some point, when you stretch it out, you can start to say, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to hit. I know it. Second period, I'm hitting this right at the bottom. And know it ahead of time. Then you got to go after it. So guys, from a technique standpoint, nothing that you guys haven't done. You slide, right? Quick kick, and turn face. So we re-scissor. But even here, even as I do that stupid little kick, that there's a thud on the mat because there's got to be force with you, when you do this. Depends on what he does. Yeah. Once we're neutral, if he's in a vulnerable position, I'll look to bounce and score quickly. Depends on what he does. What I won't do is I won't stand straight up when he's still low. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to see where he's at. My preference is if he doesn't react quick enough, I probably follow him. If not, I bounce with the spin. That's my preference. You good? Sharp? Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3.